Hey, welcome to our episode of Chaz Beer Reviews. You might notice that tonight's beer has been sitting on the top shelf here for, I don't know, it seems like forever, but I think it was only a month or two. Anyway, from good old Sierra Nevada, Narwhal Imperial Stout 2024 with the whale with the 8 unicorn horn there. It's 10.2 ABV, and this was bottled, looks like it's August 7th, so about 3 months old when I'm reviewing this. Before getting to the pour, I just wanted to bring up the website here. So it looks like if you read at the top, there isn't a whole much there, but if you scroll down, look, they gave you 60 IBUs, 327 calories, 4 grams of protein. So here's our malts and hops. 𝓑𝓻𝓮𝓀, I'm not familiar with that one. I love how it just says ale yeast. You're like, can you give me the White Labs number? All right, so I poured it into the stout glass, giving it a pretty aggressive pour. Coming out of the bottle, it's kind of like a blood red. And in the glass, obviously it looks black. It's really, as is the case with most stouts, even like super imperial ones like this, they're still really just a really deep brown. Let's give this thing a smell. All right, I smell the alcohol. It's surprisingly hoppy for a imperial stout. I mean, I also get like this kind of cold brew coffee underneath it. Yeah, so I'm getting like huge hops on this one. To me, this almost smells, this is just like pine, resin. I wouldn't call it citrusy. But yeah, the slight coffee or roasty character underneath. The alcohol is just kind of this general clean present. So I'm rambling. Let's start drinking. Cheers. Wow. There's a lot going on there. I would definitely say this is on the roasty, hoppy side of Imperial Stouts. So, like Rich and I from End of the Day Beer Reviews, we were going to do this one, but he couldn't get it. So we did Old Rasputin versus Boulevard Dark True Stout. And it was like night and day difference between the Boulevard was very fruity, and the Old Rasputin was like super hoppy, almost like to the point of a black IPA. This kind of reminds me a little bit of that, except this has like way more roasty quality than Old Rasputin. It does have a classic black currant kind of fruity flavor, a little tarry, as some people might say. I don't think I would say licorice. Well, there is this kind of like spicy, fruity aftertaste, almost a little Belgian-y. This has way more malt than Old Rasputin. Just so this one's like a hefty amount of malt and a hefty amount of hops. The Old Rasputin was like hefty hops, kind of light on the malt. But this is, and it's funny, they said it was 60 IBUs. To me, this tastes like way higher. It tastes like 80 or 90 or something. Usually, I think like KBS is like 100 IBUs, something like that. It's really high. So yeah, this kind of reminds me of like if you took KBS and took the chocolate and coffee out of there, that's what you'd be left with. And it's not super thick and chewy. I mean, it's definitely full-bodied for sure. But it's actually pretty crisp. So I mean, I'd probably say like full-bodied, moderate carbonation. It might actually be a tad over-carbonated, because like you want these kind of beers to like kind of stick to your tongue and not to like to linger for a minute. I feel like when you have high carbonation beers are ones that go down fast. Look at Bud Light, 10.2 ABV. I mean, definitely tells a strong beer, but it's like a really clean alcohol. I'm getting no burn or warmth or anything. So yeah, I would say this is, just going off of my memory of the BJCP specs from last week, I would say this is pretty much a perfect Imperial Stout. I mean, it's at least a 45, and usually if you go past 45, it's like you might as well give it a 50. So yeah, I'm going to give a 10 out of 10 to the Narwhal Imperial Stout. It's nice to see standard Imperial Stout, no pastry additives, no bourbon barrel aging, just big ass stout, and it tastes really good. So yeah, if you watch all the way in, you're awesome. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you for Tuesday Night Beer School. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.